a massive transfer just happened. And that's only the beginning. Welcome to Tikitaka Sport, your #1 source for breaking transfer news, football rumors, and the biggest stories from around the world. Every deal, every twist, every football headline. Subscribe now and stay one step ahead of every fan. Tikitaka Sport, where football never stops. Breaking news. Real Madrid have reportedly reached an agreement in principle to sign Marc Cucurella from Chelsea. All parties are said to have given the green light, with the Spanish defender expected to become Real Madrid's new left-back under Jose Mourinho. The transfer is anticipated to be finalized following the conclusion of the World Cup. Manchester United could avoid a major financial payout if Ruben Amorim becomes the new manager of AC Milan. The club would no longer be required to continue compensation payments, potentially saving up to £15.9 million once the Portuguese coach returns to management. The situation is being closely monitored as Milan continue their search for a new head coach. Khéphren Thuram has emerged as a priority target for Liverpool, Manchester United, and Galatasaray ahead of the summer transfer window. Juventus are facing financial pressure after missing out on Champions League qualification and could be forced to sell key players. The French midfielder is valued between €45 million and €50 million, although Juventus may demand as much as €65 million. Despite the interest, Thuram has publicly expressed his desire to remain in Turin. Cody Gakpo has reportedly informed Liverpool of his desire to leave the club this summer, with Tottenham Hotspur emerging as the front-runners for his signature. The Netherlands international is said to have submitted a transfer request following Arne Slot's departure, amid concerns over his role under new manager Andoni Iraola. Liverpool are reportedly willing to consider offers between £60 million and £70 million, while Spurs are preparing a major bid for the 27-year-old forward. Manchester United are preparing a new contract offer for Bruno Fernandes as they look to secure the long-term future of their captain. The club consider Fernandes a key part of their sporting project and want to continue building the team around the Portugal international. The proposed extension is expected to include a record-breaking package, highlighting United's commitment to keeping him at the heart of their plans. Tottenham Hotspur are currently leading Liverpool in the race to sign Club Brugge defender Joel Ordóñez. Liverpool have renewed their interest in the Ecuador international, but Spurs are now seen as the front-runners as they explore defensive reinforcements. Club Brugge are open to a sale and could sanction his departure for a fee in the region of €45 million. Paris Saint-Germain are now prepared to listen to offers for Bradley Barcola this summer after talks over a new contract stalled. The 23-year-old is reportedly seeking a bigger role in the club's biggest matches, while PSG are unwilling to guarantee his status under Luis Enrique. Barcola still has 2 years left on his contract, but the French champions could consider a sale if the player decides to move on. Arsenal continue to hold strong interest in PSG winger Bradley Barcola ahead of the summer transfer window. Sporting director Andrea Berta is understood to have made initial contact last summer, and Arsenal have remained in regular communication with the player's representative, Moussa Sissoko. However, Paris Saint-Germain have made it clear they have no intention of selling the France international, who is valued at around €70.7 million. Atalanta fullback Marco Palestra is reportedly keen to continue his career in Italy, despite growing interest from abroad. Inter Milan are monitoring the 21-year-old closely, while Atletico Madrid have already made a concrete approach. Manchester City are also considering a potential move, Palestra is attracting strong attention ahead of the summer transfer window, with several top European clubs keeping a close watch. Bayern Munich have entered the race to sign FC Twente wonderkid Ruud Nijstad. The 18-year-old centre-back is also attracting interest from Chelsea, Manchester City, Barcelona and Eintracht Frankfurt, with Twente keen to keep hold of one of their most highly rated young defenders. The Dutch club are reportedly valuing Nijstad at around 10 million euros, as competition for his signature intensifies. Barcelona are reportedly tracking Australian defender Lucas Harrington ahead of a potential move. The 18-year-old recently made his senior international debut in March and is now expected to feature for Australia at the World Cup. Colorado Rapids value the defender at around £22 million, which would set a new Australian transfer record if the deal goes through. Arsenal have been working on a deal for Ayoub Bouadi for several months. The Gunners have made it clear to the 18-year-old that he would play an important role in their long-term project, and the midfielder is understood to be open to the move. Lille are demanding around 70 million euros, although Arsenal are hoping their strong relationship with club president Olivier Létang could help ease negotiations. Bayern Munich are now pushing to finalize a deal for PSV midfielder Ismail Saibari before the World Cup begins. The Moroccan international has already held talks with Vincent Kompany, and personal terms are reported to be fully agreed between the player and the club. Bayern are now working to complete the transfer as negotiations advance. Manchester United are monitoring Kim Min-jae ahead of a potential summer move. The Bayern Munich defender has re-emerged on United's radar, with the club reportedly tracking him since his World Cup performances. Juventus are also interested in the South Korea international, who made 37 appearances last season as Bayern secured domestic silverware. Atletico Madrid have made contact regarding Marc Cucurella and Alejandro Grimaldo as they look to strengthen at left-back. Cucurella is highly rated, but a potential deal is complicated by Chelsea's asking price and his wage demands. Grimaldo, meanwhile, is seen as a more affordable option, with the player reportedly open to a return to Spain. Arsenal have identified Kenan Yildiz as a dream target for the summer transfer window. Mikel Arteta is a strong admirer of the Juventus winger, with the Gunners reportedly willing to invest around 100 million euros to secure the Turkey international. Christos Solis is also being considered as an alternative option, but Yildiz remains Arsenal's priority for the left-wing position. Paris Saint-Germain have identified Magnus Akliusha as a priority target for the winger position this summer. Luis Enrique is understood to be a strong admirer of the AS Monaco star, who is open to a move despite being under contract until 2028. Manchester City, Tottenham and Liverpool have also shown interest, while Monaco are reportedly demanding around 70 million euros for the French international. Liverpool have officially registered their interest in Bouzumana Touré and are currently leading the race to sign the Hoffenheim winger. Manchester United, Arsenal, Aston Villa and Newcastle are all monitoring the 20-year-old, but Liverpool have made the strongest move so far. Following a breakthrough season of 5 goals and 12 assists in the Bundesliga, Hoffenheim are expected to demand around 40 million euros for the Ivorian winger. Paris Saint-Germain have made contact with West Ham United over a potential move for Crescencio Somerville. The French champions are exploring options in the transfer market and have identified the winger as a possible target. West Ham are reportedly demanding 50 million euros to approve any transfer. Leicester City are closing in on the appointment of Russell Martin as their new head coach. Talks are at an advanced stage, and the Championship club is increasingly confident that an agreement will be reached in the coming days. Russell Martin is now expected to become Leicester City's next manager. Chelsea have placed a £120 million valuation on Enzo Fernandez, amid reported interest from Manchester City. The Blues are determined to keep the Argentine midfielder unless their asking price is met. While Enzo Maresca is said to be a strong admirer of Fernandez, Chelsea's valuation is currently seen as a significant obstacle. Meanwhile, City remain focused on a move for Elliot Anderson, making a deal for both midfielders unlikely. Officially confirmed, Ralf Rangnick has signed a new contract extension with the Austria national team until June 2028. The Austrian Football Association has secured the future of its head coach, keeping Rangnick in charge for the next 3 years. Ralf Rangnick will remain Austria manager until June 2028. Manchester City are growing increasingly confident of signing Elliot Anderson. Nottingham Forest are open to a deal, although they would prefer the transfer to be completed after June 30th. Negotiations are ongoing, with Forest owner Evangelos Marinakis personally involved in the talks. Manchester United are prepared to spend over £100 million on 2 new midfielders this summer. The club has shortlisted Carlos Baleba, Alex Scott and Mateus Fernandes as potential targets as they look to strengthen their midfield ahead of the new season. Arsenal could sell both Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli this summer. Trossard has only 1 year left on his contract, and the Gunners are reportedly open to offers for the Belgian winger. Meanwhile, Martinelli could attract interest from clubs abroad, with Bayern Munich previously linked to the Brazilian. Bayern Munich are increasingly confident of signing Marcus Rashford this summer. Positive talks have been held with the players' representatives, and Bayern are preparing an opening bid of around €25 million. Manchester United value Rashford at €30 million, while Barcelona have not yet triggered their €30 million purchase option before the June 15th deadline. Real Madrid have ended their interest in Julian Alvarez. This leaves Barcelona with a clear path to pursue the Atletico Madrid and Argentina striker. Fulham are closing in on Alvaro Arbeloa as their new manager. Talks between the club and Arbeloa have progressed positively in recent days, with both sides confident of reaching an agreement. While a few details remain to be finalized, negotiations are moving in the right direction. Morgan Rogers would prefer a move to Arsenal over Manchester United if he leaves Aston Villa this summer. The England international's representatives have already held talks with Arsenal and Bayern Munich, while Manchester United's interest has stalled and is not expected to progress. Aston Villa are demanding £100 million for Rodgers, but Arsenal are currently unwilling to meet that valuation. That's all for today's transfer roundup on Tikitaka Sport. Which transfer story surprised you the most? Will these deals happen, or are there even bigger moves still to come? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Tikitaka Sport, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest transfer news, breaking updates, and football stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay tuned and stay passionate about football. Tikitaka Sport, where football news never stops.